Well, this thing says I'm live.
Howdy.
And we've had Sappy come in, the family come in, Linda Peterson, of course. Of course, there's me, Angel Elaine. There's Amy at Letter Mountain Homestead. Let's see. And Rainy Ridge. Well, howdy.
Oh, there's Rainy Ridge. Hello, Rainy Ridge.
Yeah, they just come in, obviously.
Melinda, hello.
What was it?
What you looking for, Piggy?
I'm reading Linda's comment.
Oh, okay. Looking under the desk.
No. I don't know. Will you see Piggy? I don't know. Well, Butler Family Farm, did you at least find out who it was that tried that?
Yeah, I read that. I told Piggy, I said, it's one thing to share somebody's stuff, but to do that, that's no. I mean, you share it and you give them credit for it because that's their stuff. You're just helping them out by sharing it.
Right. There are certain P's and Q's that need to be followed when posting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what you got.
He has the two names. Okay.
Is it what?
He said, yes, I have the two names.
The two names. So there was two different ones that tried it?
Oh, man. Put a claim to stop them.
Did anybody we know? Oh, really? Might be. Huh. And we know them.
We don't have a channel.
Might be interesting to know who they are, so.
Well, I know anybody that tries to do something to mine will I'll automatically get a notification of them because Piggy can't even.
I can't. I did a video and did it from the kitchen. Now keep in mind, Elaine owns both channels. They're both hers. Mm-hmm. Well, I did a video from the kitchen and they sent her a notification asking if she wanted to throw a copyright against me.
He'll send me an email. He said he don't know who it is, or at least knowing that we know her, he doesn't know them. Okay. I said, I'll have a chance. But I didn't do it.
Brenda, I don't think you ever would do anything messed up like that.
No, Miss Melinda's a good lady. She's a good supporter of everybody that she likes.
I know Miss Linda had seen something like that. She'd be digging in to find out who and what and how. And... Miss Linda's a bloodhound now.
Oh, she is. Oh, man.
And if she can't, she's got resources that she can. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Just gonna let everybody know tomorrow.
Yeah, you can send us that email. We'll look into it too.
Yeah. April's signature dish will be dropping tomorrow at 2:30.
Right.
Yeah. Just giving everybody a heads up.
Sure enough.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll find out who these people are so we can have a look at them.
Yeah.
See what they're about. We might make them famous.
Yeah, Jerry, mine is in my about and Piggy's is in his, but I take care of both emails. So just you can send it to either one.
Either one you go to, she'll be the one taking care of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll put Piggy's in the Well, I said I would, but I hit a button and I don't know what it did to me. Go back. Okay, there we go. Yo, it don't like me. It just kicked me out.
Huh, that ain't good.
And now it don't want to let me back in.
He doing double, triple duty. He said lives he is on, so he's on more than 1 or 2 lives.
Oh.
Double duty's hard to do.
Oh, believe me, I know.
I can't do it. I've tried. I mean, I can do it, but I have to ignore one to do the other, and then go to the other and ignore the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done that before. That's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know who these folks are, so we can look into them. And like I said, we might make them famous. I'd make a video out of that, talking about it.
Okay, here we go. Get back into the live stream. I might be able to.
But
Okay.
that's just bad business.
He's on 3 of the lives. Okay.
Bad business, bad business.
Okay, Jerry, that's Piggy's email right there. I just put in the chat. And you can send anything to that, and I'll be able to get it. I check all the emails every day, sometimes like 3 times a day.
My most recent pet peeve is I get in lives, and it's mainly guys who do it.
Yeah.
There's a woman did it in the live last night, and made her realize she messed up, and she apologized. And I told her, I said, well, I'll forgive you this time. But people love to assume a lot of things. And for some reason, here lately, when people see my channel name, they assume it's a woman behind that name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in a way, there is a lead. But no, it ain't no woman behind this channel name. It's just a short old fat man. And yeah, I've got to where I've spoke about it in video. I'm just gonna get to where folks do that. I'm gonna wind up just blocking them, because you ain't got no more sense than to assume something instead of finding out first. I don't need that in my life, because I had one guy, when he got corrected, somebody told him, said, no, that ain't no woman behind that there dude. That's a U.S. Marine.
Go back and forth to this hard. Key.
That's all right, right, Amy. You got to do what you got to do. Get what you can where you can.
We love you too, Amy.
We does. But the dude, the main one I'm talking about, he got upset because he got caught on the fact that he was wrong about what was behind that channel name. And then he kept trying to talk to me. I was ignoring him in that live. He kept trying to talk to me. But I could tell by the tone of his voice, every time he'd say my name, he was pitching it up a little bit. Aaron!
Hey, Aaron!
That's right, Aaron. Fried red belly right there, buddy. And everything, but he'd pitch his voice up a little bit, like he was talking to a woman. He'd try to be cute about it. So I just ignore him. Think about blocking him. Of course, I was at a live this morning, and he happened to be in there. No, take that back. He did try to say hi to me. I ignored him. You know, you can't take the hint the first time. I got no use for you. I mean, I hate to be like that, but if stupid gonna be stupid, I ain't gotta deal with it. I have a big thing about people being assumptive. Well, you catch us some nice fish there, right? Maybe put some shorts or something up of them. Take a look at it, see what you got. So I just, certain things I get a pet peeve about. I pick up on stuff, and I pick up on it quick. I mean, I can see it right off. Some folks claim to be preachers and say they don't understand the Old Testament, but they're a preacher. If you claim to be a preacher and have been to theology school, but then turn around and claim that you don't understand the Old Testament, you ain't no preacher, and you ain't been to no theology school. But the Old Testament's fairly simple to understand. Some fish for bait. If it's not a catfish, others are just bait. I have a bluegill trap.
I like bluegill. They're actually good. That's what my mama used to catch.
Well, then, we can all be fruity.
Okay, Jerry, I'll check it here in a little bit.
What I miss?
He sent me that email sent.
I must have missed where that come in. Folks, I get to talking and
It's at the very end, baby.
Oh, okay, I see it. He said, okay, let me know if you know them.
I'll put some chat.
And, well, if not, we're going to get to know them. Like I said, we might make them famous. So, hey, folks, these folks right here like to steal other people's stuff. Beware of them. Be on the lookout. Well, yeah, you busted him out. When we had our little interaction, I was trying to be nice because I didn't feel like there was any harm meant.
I don't know who either one of these people are.
But when somebody is just flipping about it and all that, that's a different story. Them I ain't got to be nice to.
I don't think Piggy knows who they are either. Al Munson? I'll call them out. I don't care who they are. Al Munson is the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look into them and see what we can find out.
Yeah.
You can bet on that. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people out there think they can do just whatever the heck they want to because they want to. They don't think they have to abide by rules or protocols or anything like that. They think that, it's just like that guy that insisted I was a woman, kept trying to say hi to me and then would raise the pitch of his voice when talking to me because he was on somebody's live. So they was able to speak. Yeah, I could tell how he was being from that. Fairly!
Hey, Tish.
So, that's why I ain't got no use for the man. He's from across the pond, too, by the way, that one does that. And, yeah, these folks out there think they can take from you. And you can tell by a response whether they're honest mistake or just plain up what I tell Elaine are ejolios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure you can figure out what that means. Shouldn't be too much. What do you want?
Go to the
As
door.
if I didn't know.
Go to the door. I'll let you back out. Come on. Come on. Go to the door.
Well, got the family farm. That's why they're nuts.
Go to the door.
You know, it's a crazy world. A lot of people out there think they can just do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I can't find out too much about it, I can get Linda or Aaron to look into it. I bet they could find out. Linda's pretty good at stuff, but I'm gonna just tell you, Aaron, that man right there, he I don't know what he knows or how he knows it, but he can find out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not one you would want to get on your bad side because he'll get into you.
Oh yeah. I love Aaron though. He's
Oh, I think it's a hoot. I love it.
he is a hoot.
You know, he's kind of like me. Just don't do him wrong. He's all right. He'll go on with you. But if you do him wrong, he's going to get up into your stuff. And he'll tell you straight up, this is where I am. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I like it when he calls them out and brings receipts. This is when it happened. This is how it happened. This is where we're at.
He brings receipts, messages, conversations. He's got it all down. So, but like I said, if we don't know him, we'll get to know him. We might make him famous.
I think that might be what they want. That's not to make them famous. That way they don't get what they want.
They wouldn't like the way I'd make them famous. Just saying. Of course, too, I might just be like, okay, well, you know, ain't nobody can do it better than God. I just leave it to God, let God take care of it. And when God takes care of it, trust me, you'll sit there and think, man, whatever I could have done ain't nothing.
I'm almost out of M&M's, Piggy. I got 5 left.
She told me earlier, I thought something serious was going on. She come in here and said, yeah, we have got to go run by. I'm like, oh, Lord, what's happening? Circle K, because they got free M&Ms and chips. All little things she's got.
If they're free, you got to get them.
I just busted up laughing because the way she said it starting out. See, Elaine has a way of bringing something up and talking everything around something without putting in any pertinent information so you know what in the devil she's talking about.
I did say free, but Jerry, I have an app on my phone for Circle K, and they got a little game you can play right that's going on right now, and you can win free stuff on it. I've won free M&Ms, chips, Polar Pops, Frosters. I don't cash in for the free energy drinks. I don't like those. And I get free mixed nuts or little bag nuts. Sobritos, which is a Mexican style hot chip. So, yeah, when I get the good stuff, I go up there and cash them in and get them free.
Miranda? No, I couldn't either. I couldn't tell them any boo-boo. I have gotten to see an example of God having taken care of something. I let go and let be and let God have. And let's just say I felt sorry for the person in question when God takes care of something. Yeah, Just trust me when I say it's not something you ever want to see. It's bad.
Miss Linda, I don't think there's anywhere safe nowadays.
Right? Ain't no place safe really. You know, I'll give y'all another one. You know, people do a lot to try to be safe on the internet. You know, try to take precautions so that you know keep this from happening, keep that from happening. You know, as far as being gotten in. Now, I'm here to tell you, if the alphabet agencies want in your stuff, they're in your stuff. They, you know, all these things you see things that come out saying, you know, oh, doing this so as to prevent this. No, you ain't preventing it. They already in it. Had a boss one time. He had some fantastic antivirus and other things. We knew what it was, brother family. And he knew this other Chinese guy that was a hacker. And in spite of all his security precautions, that hacker got into his stuff and just played around with him a little bit. He didn't do anything bad to his stuff. He just was just letting him know it don't matter what you do. If I want in there, I'm getting in there. But here a few years ago, you hadn't heard anything about it since, but Microsoft had gotten busted for Wally Z, howdy. Had gotten busted for backdoors being put in all their systems so the alphabet agencies could just walk right on into your stuff. It wouldn't matter what you had on it. They claim to have took it out. Don't believe their claims. Because once in there, they ain't going to take it out. So, and all the alphabet agencies, they've got all the good hackers. Yeah, working for them. So if they want in there, they're in there.
Hey, Wally.
And
I know who that
just
is.
food for thought, you do.
That's Walter.
Walter, oh, hey!
Yeah, that's Shirley's boy, Walter.
Folks, Wally Z, he's a good young man. He's in the Army. He's aspiring to be kind of special forces. And he's a good kid. Sorry, Wally, I had to say that because, you know, I'm older than your mama, possibly older than your daddy. You know, so I see you, I see a kid. I can see the young man that you are, but, you know, still you're a kid to me. Don't feel bad. There's one in here that can look at me and say I'm a kid to her.
I just think it's funny that I knew who he was and Piggy didn't.
It didn't.
Didn't they?
Didn't dang.
I saw that. I know that. I know who that is.
But uh-oh. Rainy Ridge gonna be lurking. Gotta cook supper. Well, that's all right.
I knew that all the time, Rainy Ridge. I understand.
I done forgot what I was talking about.
You talking about Wally?
No, before that.
Or that I don't know. I was getting water.
But anyway. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Alphabet agencies and people getting into your stuff. When it comes to GOV stuff, they ain't working with what we work with. They're working with tech that's far beyond what's available to the public.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it that way. Read some material showing that it is believed that when they rated Tesla's stuff, Tesla was actually the one that invented the internet, according to what is suspected on the things I was reading.
I thought that was Al Gore.
And oh no, Al Gore ain't that smart. But
just say.
anyway, Tesla, however, was well. I mean, he figured out how to transmit electricity through the air. You know, but the secret wasn't in that tower he had built. The secret was in that little black box. But I'm pretty well guaranteed they've got that little black box and they getting energy for free where they want it and need it. And they're doing, they got a well more than a 50-year head start on internet stuff and computer stuff. Is it? Yeah. They got stuff out there that's far beyond what the public is aware of. So if they want in your stuff, there ain't nothing you're going to do about it. It don't matter how much antivirus. Antivirus really ain't for nothing but low-level hackers. Keep them out. And that's it. It don't matter how good your password is, how long it is, and how jumbled up it is, and how many of them you've got. If a true hacker or the gov wants in your stuff, they're in it just like that. So now it is a good idea to do the passwords and have some antivirus and all like that because you have your general stuff that's out there and everything. But those who are really in charge, they ain't none of that going to do any good against them.
Hi, Miss Glenda at Grace and Fire.
Grace and Fire.
I hope Sir Grace is doing good tonight.
Howdy, howdy. But
let's see.
And while I'm on it, I just say this too. And don't get me wrong. I would love to be in a position to be able to prep. But if the proverbial fecal matter hits the fan, ain't no prepping going to do anybody any good. Because here's the way I see it. If our enemies, there's two countries that want control of our nation. And if one sees that another is going to succeed in getting control of our nation, that other nation is going to blow us off the face of the map. If they decide to come in to keep from doing that so they can keep the land, and they decide to come in full force invasion, ain't nothing you're going to be able to do because they'll do that and they'll come through and they'll take everything everybody's got, and they've got the kind of technology. They know who's got what, where, and where it's located and where it's buried. You ain't going to be hiding it. So we'd just be screwed either way we go. So while it's good to do those things and be in that practice for in case of small emergencies like storms and whatnot, things of that nature, that's great. But if it was the big to do, ain't gonna be worth nothing. I mean, I was paying attention to a probe NASA had sent out, and it was supposed to be going out beyond Pluto. Check out this other rock that's out there. It looks like a peanut. And as this probe went by Pluto, 17,000 miles away, they had sensors on this thing that could detect from 17,000 miles away all the different gases, the amounts of gases, and all that on Pluto. Well, they got all sorts of satellites floating around this Earth. And they ain't nowhere near 17,000 miles away. A couple thousand, maybe. Now, if there's technology on that probe that can pick up all that on a rock 17,000 miles away, what do you think all they can pick up on this earth? You know, there ain't nothing hid. They know how much of what is where. Don't matter what you do to hide it. So, if you do happen to have something that their sensors can't see through, they're going to know that there's something there that you don't want them to see, so they're going to come check it out personally. And tear everything you got up. So it ain't going to matter. You know, they tell me things like, like with the Twin Towers, and there's a female FBI agent had went to her field agent, and she'd went to her superiors to tell them about these certain ones at the local airport that went to take flying lessons, but they didn't want to know anything about how to land the thing. They just wanted to know how to turn it. That's a red flag. Southwest Living with Val. Howdy.
Welcome in, Val. And Dale will be going live tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern.
In about an hour from now.
And when if y'all do go over there, wish Dale a happy birthday.
Because it is his birthday.
Yes.
And so she went to her superiors and all like that. So they knew about it. Well, when things blew up, you know, that got mentioned, that got put out there. And the FBI's claim was, well, we don't, have the modern computer technology that others do, so that we could have done this or that.
Baloney.
Excuse me? You the FBI. Can't tell me that you didn't have the most modern technology to do what needed to be done. Mm-hmm. So that was a blatant lie. So they knew. But that gets into a lot of stuff. Ain't going there, but just mentioning that just to say that, what to tell you and what they actually got and what they actually do is two different things. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. And that's something I find funny. I've heard many people talk about, I wouldn't trust the government no further than I could throw. When something major happens, what happens? First people those same people run to is the government. Mm-hmm. They run to them for answers. Knowing they ain't gonna get nothing but lies. Getting the pit boss going. Okay.
That's the grill.
Oh. Okay. So anyway, move it on over. Mm-hmm. Hank Williams.
That's it.
But I take notice of these things. I see the contradictions, the lies, the double standards. We drive around here. We notice most of the drivers are bad enough, but we notice even the popo break basic driving laws. No blinkers, no headlights on in inclement weather, running stop signs. Saw one use their lights to get through an intersection and then turned them off once they got through it. Mm-hmm. Abuse of power there. Yeah. So, I mean, it's all messed up.
Yeah, that one when we were in Rainsville, it was pouring down rain. That cop was sitting there, no lights on, and that just pouring down rain. I called them out on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I got a response back asking me what time, what day,
And where?
and where. And I told them exactly where it was at, what time of day it was, and what day it was.
So I imagine there's a popo out there got his butt reamed. But this other one I'm talking about is that one turned his lights on was coming out from the hospital area onto the bypass.
Yeah.
And he turned his lights on to get past that intersection, get out on the bypass. And then once he got out, he turned his lights off. Yeah, but how long ago has that been, Val? Not all places enforce what's supposed to be right. So it's all jacked up out there. Every bit of it. So, and I've done come to the conclusion that for the most part, a lot of those people that do those jobs mean well. But, I know of some that got things they shouldn't be able to haven't been able to afford it unless there was something crooked going on. And I happen to know that this one I'm thinking of, I happen to know that is more than very likely. It is quite possible because the one that he got into that profession under was the biggest crook around. So I don't trust them. And I know a lot of them still mean well, might not want to go there, but they ain't going to say nothing because, like other things, it becomes a brotherhood type thing. Well, we can, but you can't. We got it like this, you don't. So it doesn't matter how good they may be personally. They got things going on that shouldn't be. They break laws in order to catch others. And that's been known about. And, so as far as I'm concerned, there ain't no such thing as justice in this nation. Because, I've got a neighbor who had a brother that used to be in the FBI. His brother got out of the FBI because he said it then. There is no such thing as justice. They'd pin something on somebody and they'd run it whether or not that person was guilty of it or not. As long as they had somebody to be the fall guy, they didn't care and they run it. And most people ain't got the means to fight it anyway for it to be looked into deeper than just what's on the surface. And then there's somebody that's good paying the price of those that aren't good. And those that are not good, that have caused good to pay the price for them, are free to go on and do it to somebody else yet again. Yeah, that's a long time ago. A lot of things changed since then. But I can tell you, the good old boy system is very healthy and very much alive in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah, especially around here.
And definitely. So, but it is what it is. It's just the world today and how the world is. It belongs to the enemy anyway. So, and as I've told some people and the first young boy I told is, you know, what is has to be because it's already been done. Y'all notice I put a present tense and a past tense in the same sentence. There's a temporal mechanics type thing going on there. And because God already wrote the book, everything's already been done, just as we said, you know, it is finished. I mean, it's already been done. Everything we're going through and we see has already been done. We just got to live through it in our current time status, where we're living a part of time in a history that's already been written. Sampy!
Hey, Sampy.
Saw you was first up in here. So you came back. So that's you know, that's how I see things. And you know, when you get to a certain point, God starts showing you these things. And it's hard for us to grasp the concept of something like that. Because it deals with things that our minds have a problem grasping to begin with. You know, it literally is like the movie The Matrix. You know, this life is a virtual reality of the true reality of God's kingdom. What's going on in a current time status. Not really sure if there's a concept of time in that sense because, you know, God, He can go all throughout our time as though it's present time, whether it's our past or our future. Because He wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Like referencing a book, He can go back through it from beginning to end and any point in between. That's how He goes through time as we see it. Because it's all present time to Him. Some weird concepts going on in there. But Jerry Butler Family Farms, that's why people get the way they do. They think evil runs rampant. They think they can do whatever they want to do. So getting mean back to you is their way of being mad about you busting them out because they don't care what the truth is. They don't care what is right. They don't care what they think they can do.
Uh-huh.
They have no respect for others, which means there's a lack of respect for themselves. Because think about it, if you don't have respect for others, you ain't got no respect for yourself. Johnny!
Hey, Johnny. Well, the same thing goes. If you don't have any respect for yourself, there's no way you can have respect for others.
That's it, because you don't know how to respect. Sorry, I feel that. Well, why is that?
My laptop's done this thing again. It's not letting me see anything. So.
He said, I just say sorry you feel that way. Well, Jerry, I've seen too much to not know it to be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, okay. Now I understand. I wouldn't have told him I feel sorry for it, that he feels that way. Be like, dang, your folks didn't teach you any manners, did they?
There we go.
Don't feel bad. I got big old thumbs and fingers. And then I've got the nerve damage that sometimes makes my fingers go slightly one way or the other from where I want to put it. What, me or that dude? How old are you? Or are you just saying it's your age?
I think you're saying it must be his age when
Yeah.
he's 67. Okay.
67. Okay, you got a few on me. I'll be 59 later this year.
Yep. Piggy will be 59, and a couple of weeks before he turns 59, I'll be 55.
Yep. Well, mine is my age and the nerve damage and big old fat fingers. You should see me trying to type something on a mobile device.
Oh.
Yep. So, well, I'm getting there. I'm not that far behind you.
But you'll always be that far behind him.
Unless one of our clocks stop ticking first.
Mm-hmm. Respect is earned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is some folks, like the one that Jerry run into, don't have no respect. They're the type of person that thinks you should respect them regardless. You know, they're the type, I'm going to get my respect. You know, that type.
So it goes Linda, Susan, and me. Okay. Age-wise.
Linda is whatever age she wants to be.
That's it. Miss Linda, that ain't going to work for me this year. I'm going to be 55 anyway I go.
I can't stop 55.
Yep.
But that is the state of the world.
Oh, yeah.
People running rampant, no respect. You know, there's been a lot of kids I've looked at, and I didn't want to slap them. I wanted to slap the parents or grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how old the kid was.
Miss Melinda, my mom always taught me, treat people the way you want to be treated. And you treat people with respect, and hopefully they'll treat you with respect. If not, that's on them. But Mama always told me, you treat people the way you want to be treated.
I give people the benefit of the doubt until they give me a reason not to.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm kind of way old school. So that's another reason why I like just being right here in the house and not have to deal with a whole lot of people most of the time. Because there's a lot of people don't know what respect really is.
See it.
And it's just wild. Sign of times. So, anywho.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sitting here looking at this, Piggy. We got a special day coming up this week.
Yep, we does. Be 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Married, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's tomorrow.
No, it ain't.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Mixing
Thursday.
up the year with the day.
Yeah. It's Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we got a special day because on April 18th, 2015, we got hitched.
Piggy got stuck with me, y'all.
You can't be stuck where you don't want to leave from. The place you don't want to leave from is not being stuck. That's what I tell her. She waited for years and years and years and years and years to find the right man. And I tell folks, I said, that's proof that God has a sense of humor because he gave her me as the right man. You got that right, Melinda.
We're going to hope to, Val. I don't know if I'm just going to cook something special at home or we might go out and just grab us a quick bite to eat.
Just to say we did.
Mm-hmm.
Checkers is always good.
Yeah. I mean, you just go out and grab us a bite, whether it be a burger or whatever.
Yeah, Melinda, our generations knew something about respect, but
Our
today,
generation was taught something about respect. It's called gonna get you behind busted if you don't.
you know, I know we've got one young man in here. He does know what respect is. His mama made sure of that.
Yeah, that's Wally.
That's Wally. That young man knows what respect is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Johnny.
Amy taking another break.
That's how I used to work. I used to drive forklift for a carpet mill down there, and forklift drivers, if we got a break, it was a take them as you get them type of thing. You worked it out to where you could stop long enough to grab you a Coke and a candy bar and get back on it and get back at it. You was doing good. Or to take a relief break. Mm-hmm. And you have to work that out too. Well, it sounds like Charlie dreaming about something. He's over here barking in his sleep.
Yeah. He's chasing
something.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody. He's dreaming he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
All 15 pounds of him.
All 15 pounds of him. Battery powered Milwaukee mower. And the batteries need charged. When it comes to bigger things like that, gas powered is better. I'm just saying.
Oh,
not knocking you what you got, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Without, Melinda's right on that. That's because they got parents and grandparents that taught them. Young man in here, Wally, I only from Facebook and some close friends. I know his mom and daddy, and I'm gonna guarantee you, he got taught respect.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is there's so few. There's kids having kids, and the kids having those kids don't know what respect is. So how can they teach their kids respect? And that seems to be a growing number exponentially. So it's not like it used to be where knowing and being taught respect was the norm, and now being taught respect is a foreign concept to most. Yeah, I agree with Johnny on that. Now, when you do your power tools and stuff like that, drills and whatnot, sure, great. It's a little something. You can do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, you got any kind of acreage of amount, gas power is the way to go. Because that battery stuff is mainly meant for small areas.
Mm-hmm.
Small areas.
Even our yard's too big for a battery operated one, but
oh Lord, ours is way too big.
But it's like I said, if you use what you got, then you make do with what you got.
You make do with what you got. But yeah, little handheld power tools and all like that, battery power would be all right. I personally like a cord to it because the battery ones, you got to take those batteries out and charge them up on something that's hooked up to a cord anyhow. Well, all right. As long as you're pleased with it, that's all that matters. It's shame on you for not charging them beforehand. I knew one grandparent. The rest were already all gone. And I didn't get to be around that one much. So, now I did get to know one great grandmother, but not for that long. Well, we're glad you're back, Rainy Ridge. Because I was real young when I knew her. I was well before my teens, and she was close to 90 then. But I sat around talking about some things about blood kin. Y'all understand why I don't talk about blood kin. I'm just going to say it that way. It's about 100 years ago, in our family lines, both of us, there's a bunch of horny toads where you probably could have applied the certain type of jokes about Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, all that. People like to make fun making those particular type of jokes. Well, about 100 years ago in our lines, you probably could have told those jokes with some truth to it. So it was weird back then. That's just some stuff that Elaine has found out through looking at familytree.com stuff, whatever that is she looks at. We've seen some things that just don't quite add up.
I'll be back.
Cool.
Some of their grandparents. I need my grandmother and my grandfather on my mama's side, but that's it.
Now your granny, I wouldn't mind knowing.
My
You
grandma
talk
was
about
just
somebody that would teach you respect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out there. I have been thinking about doing a little side channel. I've got 2 other YouTube channels under my name. They're my personal channels. I hardly ever get on them. But I'm thinking very seriously about utilizing one of them to do little stories about my family.
Well, I was just telling them
Yeah.
that if I was to talk about blood kin, they'd understand why I don't talk about blood kin.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like my grandmother, my grandfather, and my mom, things like that, because just the stories I remember, the good things, so I can share them with others. I'm thinking about doing that. It's not anything I'm worried about monetizing or even growing. It's just putting it out there for those that might know them.
Linda's interested.
Yeah, I can do it.
I don't think your family would like it much.
I don't care what my family likes. If I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about my grandmother who passed away in 77, my grandfather who passed away in 97, and my mom who passed away in 2010.
Well, I was just saying there would be some that you'd have to say a cousin this or a cousin that, not name no names.
Yeah.
But they would know you was talking about them from the story though.
Oh yeah.
And I guarantee they'd be coming out. I can't believe you said that. Well, did I say your name? No. Well, I did. Ben's over acres. Howdy.
Welcome in.
Good to see you. But yeah, you have to be careful about some of them stories.
Yeah, that's why I would do it as videos instead of live streams. That way, if I did mistakenly say somebody's name, I could always bleep it out or cut it out.
Right.
I think most of the people I would be talking about in some instances are already passed on.
Right. There'd still be some knee jerk though.
Oh well, let them knee jerk. Because you know what? I'm a grown woman. I can tell my life story and put it out there. If it bothers them, they don't got to listen to it.
As long as you don't say no names, you'll be all right. There ain't nothing I can do. Wouldn't be anything they can do about that as long as you don't say no names. Be like one of those old sci-fi shows or drama shows. The names of those in this story have been changed to protect the innocent.
Mine would be to protect the guilty. I'm just saying.
Oh, me. Well, who's got something interesting? All right, be right back then.
Oh, boy. Melinda, you'd literally have to know my family to know why I said that.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty enough in here that's got similar stories.
Mm-hmm.
We just normally don't talk about it because that was then, and we left it behind, and we want to keep it there.
To change the towns and states. Oh, man.
Melinda says mine too.
Mm-hmm. I think we all have interesting. I'm going to put that way: interesting characters in our families. Yeah.
Well, just downright no goods in my case.
Yeah. Miss Linda, I've heard a lot. I might not have been right there when you were talking to Piggy, but I'm in an area where I can hear.
Rainy Ridge right there with us.
Oh yeah. You know, maybe that's why we all get along so well. We all like kind of understand.
We all the white sheep out of black sheep herds.
Oh no! I'm the black sheep out of the white sheep. Yeah, I'm the black sheep. I'd rather be the black sheep.
Well, we're considered the black sheep.
Yeah.
But compared to the herd, we the white sheep.
Mm-hmm. Well, Melinda is the nicest term I can come up with sometimes. Characters.
There was a time, and I still do sometimes. Yeah, I'll tell folks, I'll just blame me. Some gnat farted over in China and created the beginnings of a wind that created that hurricane that tore that down. And that's my fault that it farted. Because I used to get blamed for everything. I still do sometimes. So I just just blame it on me. I caused that gnat to fart that caused the beginnings of the wind that created that hurricane.
Well, Piggy, it's your fault that the soil's eroding out back because water comes downhill,
Yeah.
Hi, Buck. Welcome in.
Val, you poor thing. I'm so sorry. I really am.
Oh, my.
How's that, Rainey?
Doing my favorite tree, I found out I ain't gonna tell me.
Okay, Val, I will leave it right there. I will leave it alone. I will. And the way my memory is, I'll probably forget by in the morning. So you're safe.
Yeah.
Well, I might not forget it, but I won't mention it.
Oh, my.
Okay, I get you.
What's the new season starting? No, Buck. I don't watch TV and I don't pay for Paramount. I pay for Amazon, but that's about it. Prime.
Ever since Roddenberry died, Star Trek went down.
I'd love to watch Picard, but I'm not paying.
I'd be afraid it's done gone wonky-ocky.
Yeah. I still love Star Trek though. The original, DS9, TNG.
DS9, The Next Generation, the original Star Trek,
Voyager, Enterprise.
Voyager, Enterprise. Love all those. But the new stuff, since Roddenberry died, they've just messed it all up.
That's right, Melinda. We watch the free stuff.
I watch YouTube and Amazon Prime.
The only reason we watch Amazon Prime is because I pay for Prime because I order quite a bit from Amazon.
And I watch the free stuff on there. If you got to rent it or buy it, I don't watch it.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. He said, I'm going to pay free everything with Fire Stick side loaded.
Side loaded?
It loads into your TV. The little Fire Stick side load.
Lisa Elliott!
Hi, Lisa. Welcome in.
I know that name.
Mm-hmm. We've seen her in here before.
I was going to say, I know that name. Can't think of where I know that name from. Well, the thing too is a lot of times I'll sit back and play a game on the mobile, and whatever I'm watching is just kind of white noise in the background. Well, Lisa, it's like I tell everybody, I'm having a great day every day, even on my worst day, because I got to live through it anyhow, so I might as well smile.
I guarantee we've seen Lisa in a lot of lives, especially Troy's and things like that.
Possible. I know that name.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing, I think I saw her last night in Troy's live, if I'm not mistaken.
The old westerns are good. Mm-hmm. I love me some John Wayne. There's been times it'd be his movies up and I'd be watching them, and Elaine looked to see what I was watching, goes, oh, again? Yep. Only thing good on.
Well, I mean,
my favorite one is McClintock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie, really?
Folks, she sent me some houses to look at.
Oh, Lord.
And
that's a pastime of ours, y'all. We love looking at houses.
We love looking at houses. There's this one, it's almost $6 million, 80 acres, 12,500 square feet. Beautiful architecture. Kind of gruesome.
Yeah, it's kind of got a gothic thing to the outside. I mean,
yeah, kind of. But there were things on the inside in the decorating and all like that that clued us off that it was kind of a party house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, freaky deaky.
And if it wasn't, it was awful weird not to be.
Folks, they had living room setups in the bedrooms.
Had a dining room set up in the bedroom.
Had a dining room set with a living room set up in a bedroom.
Yeah.
With a bathroom real close by. With a bidet.
Yeah, that was an expensive one, Melinda. Yeah.
Yep. But we saw some other things though that I'd have to. If we had the money to get something like that, I'd have somebody go in there and perform an exorcism.
Well, what got me was the kitchen. You would think in in over 12,000 square foot of home, you would have a magnificent kitchen. The only decent thing in that kitchen was the stove. Everything else was just too frou-frou and fancy, and I couldn't cook in it.
And probably be a nice sized kitchen for a 1,500 square foot home.
Yeah, Miss Linda, bidets are nice, but this one right here was so far away from the toilet, it made you wonder how you're going to get to it. They even had a table set between the toilet and the bidet.
Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be got close together, so you don't get any droppage.
So I said, I watched the bidet still. I watched the other day. I wouldn't mind having one of those hook-on bidets that hooks onto your toilet. That'd be nice.
Be like Ginger Billy. Woo!
Yeah. What is Darth Vader's wife's name? Padme. But I know that ain't the right answer.
Yeah, she was the princess.
Elevator. I knew it wasn't Pappy, but yeah, I've heard that. I can't remember what it was though. Elevator.
Actually, Elaine was right.
It's Padme.
because in the prequels that come out, it was Padme.
She
And,
looked at the stars on a bidet.
And they did have kids.
Yep.
Until she died. But
Well,
she had the kids.
And then she died.
And there was one of them was Luke, and the other one was
Leia.
Leia.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Padme Amidala. That's it.
There you go.
Padme Amidala.
Val's right there with us. We found a fellow Trekkie.
That ain't a Trekkie.
Or a Star Wars fan. Sorry.
We like Star Wars. We like Star Trek. We like sci-fi.
I love sci-fi, period. Now, there's some sci-fi that just, no.
Is that what made you start giggling, Linda? Go, woo!
Could you imagine what a Star Trek bidet would be like?
Oh, man.
You'd send a beam up instead of water.
Go bang me up, Scotty.
Ow!
Go bang me up, Scotty.
Yeah, but Anakin became Vader.
Same person.
Same person.
He just changed his name.
Same DNA.
Yeah, changed his name.
Just saying. Yeah, he was Vader after that, but Vader was always within him because of the anger. That anger was always there.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he really was.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it's just like I have a given name, but everybody knows me as Piggy.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, like, my favorite character on there is always Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. I don't know why.
Because, like that one saying, might want to let him win. He's been known to tear people's arms off.
If you think about it, though, Wookiees are just overgrown Ewoks, or Ewoks are just very short Wookiees.
Kind of. Kind of like the difference between regular Chinese and Mongolians.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They branched off the same tree somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the kind of conversations that Piggy and I have when we go places. We'll just be sitting and talking about things.
Well, I there's other things to talk about too, but I have to kind of stay away from them because she goes deer in the headlights when I start talking about E equals MC squared and things along those lines.
That's okay. I have a way to get back at him. I start talking about family trees.
Yeah, you talk about going deer in the headlights. I get confused real quick. She starts talking about who's connected to who and how. Like my brain just can't take it in.
Yeah.
I start talking E equals MC squared. She starts talking about so and so related to so and so because of so and so over here because of so and so there. Now,
Oh, man. Like I said, I know how to get back at him.
I start looking like Dan Aykroyd in that one Ghostbusters movie where he's staring at the painting.
We got 10 minutes roughly till Dale's live, y'all.
Well, that's my cue, y'all.
Hold on, I got to drop his link for anybody that needs it, wants it. And don't forget, y'all, today is Dale's birthday. If y'all go over, please wish him a happy birthday. Okay. And I think if any that want to go into Avids tonight, he'll be doing Bible study while he's out fishing tonight.
Might be interesting how you're going to pull that off.
I have to keep track of this stuff for Piggy. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just now starting to learn how to edit so that she don't have to do it and frees up time for her to do other things.
Yeah, while we've been talking and everything, I've been working on recipes.
Yeah. Well, Southwest Living with Val, just come on back next week, same time, same Piggy channel, and we can do it again.
And if you like trivia, you can drop in on Saturday nights from 7 till 9 on my channel, Allie. Welcome to my kitchen. We do food trivia.
You can hear her doing trivia while I'm being a little comedic relief here in the background.
Piggy and I swap places. I'm on camera and he's behind the scenes.
And in this one, she's behind the camera and while I'm on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she has all her mom's recipes.
Oh, cool. I wish I had my grandmother's recipes. My mama, she's a good cook, but most everything she had recipes for came off the boxes of the stuff she made.
Elaine might be wanting to converse with you. She loves recipes.
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come in. I mean, I like having people come in for trivia. We talk about everything. Not just food, but everything. Now, trivia is pretty much all food.
Well, thank you, Amy. I don't know how great it was. It's just me, short, fat man, just jaw-jacking about whatever. All right. I'm going to see y'all in Dale's Live because we're fixing to end this thing, and that's where I'm going.
All right, y'all. Have a good evening.
Piggy loves you.
For some reason, I got two of these.